This has got a full date of 1698 around the top section here. And you'll notice that the whole top section, the area that the bell would be suspended by, has been sheared off. You can imagine in a hurricane, and this ship is just getting bounced around. And
a Spanish 8 reals minted during the reign of King Philip III. So what's unique about this, you'll notice it has this crack. Well, this coin was struck by what appears to be a bullet.
It looks like it fits, so it's possible that a shot from a pistol could have hit this coin and possibly saved someone's life. I also like to think that perhaps this was in a merchant or traveler's bag, and bandits took a shot at them, and this was one of those coins in that bag.
Welcome to History Roundtable. I'm Sean Scott. This is Sean Rich, and boy, do we have something really cool to show you today. So Sean, what do we have in the tray today?
the tray today, this is a really cool bronze shipwreck recovered bell. And it's just not your ordinary bell. You know me, and everybody's going to know because I like things dated, right? This has got a full date of 1698 around the top section here. And you'll notice that the whole top section, the area that the bell would be suspended by, has been sheared off. So you'll hear that expression, if an item had a voice, what would it say? Well, this actually kind of talks to me. It shows me the violence of what occurred. And you can imagine in a hurricane, and this ship is just getting bounced around, and finally it goes over, and here it breaks off the top. It's got a big crack in the side, and it's got all these dings and dangs. So this had been rolling around in the surf. I wish I knew exactly what ship it belonged to, but the fact that here this thing is, and this was recovered off the east coast of Florida, supposedly back in the 50s or 60s. All of this was coral encrusted, and on the bottom, you'll see that all this heavy patina. I don't know. When you think of shipwreck bells, this is so cool. Other than having the name of the ship on it, you know, you look at it, well, okay, does it have this, this, and this? It checks enough of the boxes to where, what's the next question?
So on the cool factor, where would you say this ranks?
Right at an 8. If it had the date and the ship's name on it, forget it. Gives you right there at a 10.
So would you say, given the size of this bell, did ships typically have more than one, or is this the main bell?
Excellent question. And, you know, it's like, well, how do you know that's a ship bell? Well, that's another good question. The size is one of the things that gives it away. You know, this is that medium size. Some were a little bit smaller, and then depending on the ship size, some were gigantic. But a lot of times those ships, they knew, you know, a ship had a certain life expectancy, say 25 years, and that's being pretty generous. What happened to all of the armament, all of the parts and pieces? Some of these ships were designed to end up at a location and then never leave. Those ships would be dismantled for a new colony, what have you, or that ship is then shipwrecked. You scavenge all the usable parts and pieces. Some of the ship's bells ended up being the mission bells, because again, there was another agenda here to spread the word. So these Spanish missions and whatnot, some of them had ship's bells, and some of those ships carried bells for the establishment of those missions. So that gives kind of a false sense of when you find a shipwreck, wait a minute, why are there so many bells? Well, those bells were being shipped for something else that had nothing to do with the actual shipwreck and the ship itself. So you'll notice on the bell here, here's a big cross. You know, was this one of those bells that were multi-purpose? Again, it was most of the time these expeditions were supported by the church. Is this that, cross collectible? I don't care. I just love it for what it is. I mean, here it is. It's a bell that was recovered from a shipwreck and is dated 1698. It doesn't get much cooler than that.
Super cool. You can see the word anno, which would be Latin.
Yeah.
Before 1698. That's really fascinating.
So, this is another one of those. I'm researching what all these little markings are and who made this.
Yeah.
But again, a lot of these things for me, I don't want to come across as, this is an everyday thing. But I see so many cool things that some things escape me. So it's like, Sean needs to remind me, people might want to see that. And you're right.
Yeah.
I don't come across these all the time, but some things do get lost in the shuffle. So here's one of those. So just wait, what's coming?
Like and follow for more.
There you go.
Welcome back to History Roundtable. My name's Josh. I'm here with my dad, Sean, today, and boy, do we have something cool to show you. So, Dad, what's on the tray today?
Well, Josh, we got something really, really unique today. So today I want to show you guys something that you just will not see. And that is this. This is a Spanish 8 reals minted during the reign of King Philip III. And this particular coin was minted in Madrid, Spain. So what's unique about this, you'll notice it has this crack. Well, this coin was struck by what appears to be a bullet. This is extremely rare, highly unusual. This coin, if it did not have this level of damage, would be worth somewhere between $3,000 to maybe $5,000. If you look closely, which we'll be able to show you better on the close-up, right here you'll see the digits 1620. So this coin was minted just after the beginning of the 30 Years' War. And that war obviously was a horrific war where between 4.5 and 8 million civilians and soldiers died. So I believe what happened here, given the state of preservation of this piece, is that this was in some soldier's pocket and it took around. And normally if a coinage like this was damaged, it would be cut up, melted down, and recast into a new coin. But somebody saved this for centuries and passed it down. Most likely, this is an heirloom. This was somebody's life maybe was saved by this coin. Josh, what do you think? What are your thoughts on this?
Well, we've actually got a shot here from a pistol, and when you place it on it, it kind of actually fits. So we place it right on the top. Now, it's possible this happened, but any number of things could have caused this, but it is with this dent that you can see right there on the planchet buckling through. It looks like it fits, so it's possible that a shot from a pistol could have hit this coin and possibly saved someone's life. Or I also like to think that perhaps this was in a merchant or traveler's bag, and just as much as today, they're thieves, bandits could have stolen it or attempted to take it from someone, took a shot at them, and perhaps even killed them or injured and held ransom, and this was one of those coins in that bag. So there's many stories we could tell around these, but all in all, it seems to fit very well right in the center. Almost has a perfect little divot to where a bullet could have fit.
Yeah, and this particular shot was recovered from the Santa Margarita shipwreck, and it's sunk in September 6 of 1622. So 2 years after the mintage date of this coin was this ball found on that wreck. So we know that it's pretty likely that that shot size is what probably impacted this coin. So it's really, really a unique specimen of something that's an unusual artifact. There's been pieces similar that were found from Civil War and other battles that took these types of, gunshot impacts. And again, people keep them because, some people think it's like a good luck charm, or it's just a reminder, maybe, God Almighty saved my life with this coin. Granted, lead is softer than silver, so it makes sense that lead couldn't pierce through this somewhat thick silver cob. So pretty neat story behind this unusual and beautiful coin.
Yeah, whatever happened, we'll never truly know, but it gets the mind thinking, and it adds to the history of the piece, which is what we're all about. These coins always tell a story, and every single story is different. This specific one has a little bit more texture than the average coin does.
So Josh, what would you say on the cool factor that this coin ranks?
I mean, it's a solid for me 9 out of 10. I love that it keeps you constantly coming back to it, looking at every little bit of the coin and wondering what could have happened. Did it get stolen? Was it lost? I found on a deceased soldier? We never will know. But it's got amazing details. It's got full date on the coin, which is rare. And I love pieces like that. So that's where I rank it.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. So in closing on this, piece, so you have, not only does it have the full shield, you have the assayer, the mint mark, the denomination, a full date, beautiful councils and lions on the reverse, most of the legend. I mean, without this dent from the bullet, this thing would have been worth all day long, probably in an XF to AU grade all day long. And it'd be worth well into the thousands of dollars. So anyway, super cool piece, and like and follow for more.
So if you love treasures like these, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Follow us for more amazing treasures just like this one. History Roundtable, an all-new season. Don't forget to like and share your favorite episodes. And to learn more about the artifacts on the show, visit tortugatrading.com and commodorecoins.com. Till next time.